The Knicks ready to enjoy that one-of-a-kind New York home court advantage. Coming into the building earlier tonight. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the New York Knicks here in New York. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Karl Anthony Towns.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under him.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And for New York, Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby.
Here we go.
Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here we are, Brent, right in the middle of the season now. How do players stay mentally sharp during this time of year?
Well, it's really coming down to a lot of what the support staff can do for your team. Physically, you want to be in the best condition you can. So are you getting your massages? Are you taking care of your treatments? Are you getting in the weight room to make sure your body is not atrophying in any way? You keep that strength that you put on in the off season. All these little things add up to you maintaining a level of performance and consistency that your teammates and yourself can rely on, Kevin.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Guys, I did catch up with the head coach of the Knicks. Now, we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Now, here's Bridges, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Brunson. Rebound, Minnesota. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Now here's Randle. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. And Hart has it in the corner. Brunson against DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple of seasons.
And the second free throw, good. Brent, when you survey Jalen Brunson going from role player now to all-star, what a rise. What's been the key for him?
I just think it's confidence, Kevin. I mean, simple confidence. I don't think there's one point where Jalen Brunson didn't believe that, not that he was the best player on the court, but that he was going to be the best leader. And that has translated into him producing some massive scoring and assist nights for any team that he's played on. This guy is a winner.
And here is DiVincenzo. After Jalen Brunson getting his shot to go from deep. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Towns. Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Brunson. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, that takes such tenacity just to get in there. Brunson battling through the inside contact.
Towns with the steal. Here's Brunson. That one's not going to go. So for New York, their last game, a win against the 76ers.
And you got to love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
Hart, wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson.
And he can hurt you from there. The D must be up on Hart when he has the ball.
Gobert down low, defended by Towns. Off with the layup. New York's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And that one, good. Bridges has got his second bucket.
Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Both teams will make substitutions. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Timberwolves. They're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season.
And I think for the Timberwolves, when you think back on how well they finished the regular season last year, it's hard to believe they're just an average team at this point.
Last year looked effortless for this squad, not so much this year. They're having to grind out some wins that last year they would have breezed through.
Now, here's Reed. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And the Knicks with possession. Big stretch here going 10-2. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. New York, no good that time either.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game.
Randle, tough guy to guard here as he uses that frame to earn another trip to the free throw line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
The first one falls.
During his breakout season with the Knicks, Julius Randle, I think, has another level to his game. It's about that consistency he's trying to get to. And he's an all-NBA caliber player when he gets it going.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. Both free throws good from Randle.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. I mean, he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Conley against Brunson. Driving inside. Here's Achua. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. It's a tie game in New York. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, McDaniels is out there with Reed. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
That wide body of Achua setting the screen, then releasing for the hoop.
Conley, the pass to Ingles. Conley against Brunson. Over to the wing. And the wide open shot from Reed. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Brunson outside.
It just feels like every year Brunson has sharpened his skills as a passer and playmaker, knowing that at his position, he's got to move it around.
Brunson against Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Reed. D right on him. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Conley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's McBride. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Alexander Walker passes to McDaniels. Right through the D for the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Here's McBride. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Joe Ingles. Conley left side. Stolen by Brunson. Jalen Brunson caps off the break. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for New York.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Now here's Brunson. He definitely had a good game in their win against the 76ers. Right side, Edwards. It's rebounded by New York. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Bridges shot. Good.
Nickeil really showing a nice confidence in that shot right there as his shooting percentages are trending up.
You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
And sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning. And now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games.
Here's Alexander Walker. Still scoreless. Left side, Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
Well, you see the size and the strength and that ability inside. Edwards can play like a power forward at times.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Minnesota making some changes. Randall's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. .157 left in the first half. Bridges outside. Payne looking around. Towns sets the pick for Payne. 6 to shoot. Back to Bridges. Puts up a deep three. Gobert pulls it in.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Now Bridges, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Towns against Gobert. Payne with a screen for Hart. That one good for 2. Hart's got 5.
Gritty play by a gritty player, Josh Hart. Hard to deny it.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Outside, Towns. Sinks the triple. Towns has got the lead up to 4 now for New York.
On the catch and shoot there, just so relaxed. Almost looks like Towns is playing a game of horse out there.
Edwards, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now here's Payne, defended by DiVincenzo. Pass to Hart. Bridges outside. Here's Towns. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
2 shots. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Towns. The Knicks making a switch here. And Towns drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anunoby. A 3 off the inbound. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from McDaniels. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Knicks up 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, what has gone well for your team in the first half?
Started making plays, play unselfishly, force the defense to shift, attack, get downhill, then make a play.
Your guys followed the instructions to the letter. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
In that game against the Hawks, they'll have the advantage coming in. But it's not like they're infallible. I mean, no one is.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, it's a favorable matchup, but the game, last time I checked, is played on hardwood. Let's move on, shall we, to that first half we just watched. Guys, a tremendous start for Jalen Brunson.
The defense hasn't had an answer for him. He's shooting with confidence right now, and he's converting at a high, high level.
But that defense has made it easy for him. Come on, show some pride.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So it's the Knicks now. 3-point lead. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
They've got Towns. Josh Hart out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Scoring in rhythm there. Great to see Hart shoot it without holding back.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of this shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. Here's McDaniels following the score by New York. Just 5 to shoot. For the 3. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by Anunoby. Bridges outside. Bridges double team. Anunoby kicks to Hart. Towns a screen on Randall. Lock at 6. Hart no good. Timberwolves trail by 4. Now here's McDaniels. 7 points in the game. Gobert with a screen on Hart. To the inside. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Randall. Gobert's got 8 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Bridges against Edwards. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Now here's Hart. Defense is right there. No good with the finger roll. Here's McDaniels. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, Brent, when you talk about home court advantage, the Knicks have one of the best.
Well, New York is so electric, and just, I have memories, Kevin, of walking out on that court and it just feeling different. So the Mecca is back, and when it's loud, it is delicious.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Achua comes in for Josh Hart. And Miles McBride subbed in for Anunoby. That one misses. New York's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Here's Gobert, and the rejection by Towns.
Exceptional timing on that rejection. Love seeing Towns this aggressive on defense.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Back to Randall. Inside, here's Edwards. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant cook.
Bridges double team. Got it. Good job in the low post. Bridges has got 9.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. The Knicks making a switch here. Sims is checked in. Minnesota also making some changes. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Timberwolves trail by 3. Randall down low. Towns on him. Randall with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The overall game of Julius Randle is impressive. He's gritty. He is in there giving it, Brent, his everything.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about that year where he averaged 24, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, the only other guys that did that were Will Chamberlain, Mr. Robertson, Larry Bird, Russell Westbrook, Jokic, Giannis. All of those guys won MVPs. That's a heck of a list.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Cameron Payne's checked in for the Knicks. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Both shots good from the stripe. 1:36 left to play in the third. Pass to Towns. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Toppin, he's checked in for Bridges. The free throw drops for Towns.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
Now, here's Ingles. No scoring in this one. Here's Randall. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. New York moving the ball around. Sims, the pass to McBride. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the line for him here.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
And he makes the first. Minnesota making a switch here. Garza's checked in. So he gets them both. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. 7-point differential. And there's the drive. It's good. Conley's got 5 points so far.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
The dunk by Achua.
Doesn't get any easier for Achua. Once he's got positioning he wants inside, he'll look to dunk everything.
Conley for three. Cans it from downtown. 8 points for him. There's 21 seconds left here in the third quarter. And it's Towns penetrating. Nice crossover to get that one. And the Knicks lead by 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Knicks lead by 6. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Conley. Miller is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Minot in at the small forward.
And Conley is just so unselfish. He's very willing to give the ball up if it means setting up a teammate.
Down low, here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Picked by Reed. Conley's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Reed with a screen on Brunson. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Mike Conley.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Achua, good D by Miller. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Outside Conley. Now, Alexander Walker. Outside Conley. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Jalen Brunson with the rebound. Rebound, Minnesota. Alexander Walker on the wing. He's covered by Shamet. New York leading by 6. McBride with the ball. Here's Achua. Back to McBride. From the corner. Minot pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 6. Right side, Conley. To the paint. Here's Reed. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make them pay.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He knows every possession is critical now. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet, are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Towns. Brunson the pass to Bridges. Bridges double team. Shot clock at 5. 16 feet away. And it's Brunson missing.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
At the elbow, it's Gobert. Here's Randall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
There's the inside in Randall's inside-out game.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Lots of experience from Anunoby. These moments don't make his palms sweat.
Here is Edwards. OG Anunoby making his last shot. Edwards against Bridges. And Gobert kicks to McDaniel. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. The Knicks leading by 5. Brunson scanning the floor. Towns the screen. From past the arc. Julius Randle with the rebound. And Randle has got the ball here for Minnesota. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Edwards holding off the D and converts.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Here's Brunson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, if you're a basketball player, through your entire basketball life, you're going to hear coaches harp on you about free throws. It seems like Brunson has heard those messages loud and clear.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Bridges against Edwards. To the inside. Up top, DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. To Gobert. Towns with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Julius Randle picks one up.
Might have been a little force from Brunson, but he gets in there to get the foul.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
And how about JB? Jalen Brunson, since that free agent move in 2022, really raising the level of his play.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Brunson makes a 2-pointer. Right through the cylinder that time. All net.
And Brunson's got the mindset to deliver.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. For 3, Edwards. The Knicks pull it in.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And Dante stepping up big time for his teammates.
And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Tries the spin move. Shot clock at 6. Edwards finds McDaniel. Randle from outside. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
We got this.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play
that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Here's McDaniels. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So a close game sees New York take this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.